Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. Today we have two young budding CEOs, Asta Suri and Pritika Pava. Welcome you both to our show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Asta Suri finished her honours in interior architecture from University of Wales, UK. She's the founder of Naso. It's a perfume. Pritika Pava finished her graduation from Asian Academy of Film and Television, and she's the founder of Prime Stick. They both are beautiful and they both are enterprising. So let us start. So over to you, Asta. Tell us about yourself and how did it all happen?
So I graduated, like you said, as an interior architect, and I never really had an inclination towards getting into essential oils or perfumes for that matter. But I do have a history of perfumers in my family. So smell has always kind of been around and it's always been a part of my life. And I've always had an intuitive nose. I've always wanted to create. So after I came back from college, most likely I worked a little bit. I worked for about a year and a half. And then, I don't know, like the atmosphere in India was a bit different. And the work culture obviously was. And I just couldn't wait to create something of my own and kind of, force all my energy into that. So that's how kind of Naso happened. We curated these 6 beautiful smells. And I kind of wanted to tap all palettes, and I marked like all ingredients to be a very big part of my brand. And then I took them to my father and I told him to kind of see what chemicals go with what and if the integrations are making sense practically or not. So I got a little bit of knowledge about that. And then obviously, I got on to talking about essential oils and to people about it, and more likely realizing the need of the switch between like quantity to quality product. So that's why like a green perfumery kind of stuck to me and I did this.
So what do you mean by a green perfume?
So it's basically, we're not 100% green right now because we want to test the waters first and see if our audience likes completely 100% natural product. So we're trying to eliminate alcohol as much as we can. And we're using more quantities of essential oils as bases, kind of bringing out the Indian attars and things like, which have been long gone in our country and culture, but people don't really know the value and like the essence of it in the modern day world, at least I know for sure. So yeah, just kind of putting it together, suiting like a modern palette and using most quantity of natural ingredient until we know if the audience is ready for like 100% natural.
Super. How about you, Pritika?
So basically, my interest lies in creative entrepreneurship. So that's why my inclination went towards film direction first. So that's what I really like, business management and, being that producer, director that I really like. But then creative entrepreneurship also comes in your own startup. So that's where I started with stickers. So all these designs and everything is what, I just create myself. So I have this inclination towards that. And then, this whole idea of management, and it's really interesting to me. And during this coronavirus time, so, I just felt like, we have this time and we should do something, So I felt these stickers, like, for example, you can see like stand 6 feet apart. And so these stickers at every place, it's just a warning for people. So I can remember one instance. This was like when the virus recently came. So I was in the mall with my mother, and my mother instructed me that, do not touch the handrail while you are in the mall. But, subconsciously you just do that. And that's what I did. So the idea came to me that you need it written somewhere around. And also the material has to be really good. So that's how it came to my mind that, at this time you should start with that. And Prime Stick is not just about stickers. This is like, we started just about a month ago. So we'll just add a lot of new things, like a lot of diaries or other cards and other stuff. That's really creative in its sense.
Very nice and very thoughtful, Pritika. Over to you, Asta. Tell me more about the different flavors and the products you are making.
So we have 6 blends, and all 6 of them cover a light and a dark palette. So we've kind of eliminated gender barriers with smells. We don't have a man or a female smell. We have like a gender fluid smell, which is either way it works. And we're kind of breaking through the day and night smell system, so that like designing a scent that can probably last you all day long and be as rich. So this is what like the 50 ml bottle looks like, and this is one of our darker bottles. So we wanted to keep like a straight shape, no curved lines, and it's a very simple idea and a simple bottle because we wanted to have the smell strike out more in a way, not the creative like the flamboyance of it. Of course, that comes when it does well, I guess. But even the caps, like, they're kind of wooden, and we don't really use any plastic. We're just glass, aluminium, and recyclable wood and everything. So yeah. And we have another shape, actually. This is a rectangular one. So we have like these 2 shapes going, and like 2 sizes right now. I'm also kind of indulging in like smaller packaging and smaller sizes because I feel like people are apprehensive before they commit to like a bigger quantity of like especially smell. And I feel like there's so many ingredients out there you can play with. So why not just create like 20 mls, 10 mls, people can keep refilling. That's another thing we do at Naso. If you need like any refilling of perfume bottles that you've got from us, or like oil bottles, we like have your code on it so we can just kind of refill it.
Oh, that's super and very innovative.
Thank you.
Ritika, what are your best takeaways? Tell us about it.
So I'll show you my products. So this is like the biggest size, like maintain social distancing. So this comes in 10 by 10 inches size. And the medium ones, you can see this one, like mask mandatory. So these are like really important. At many places, people still don't wear masks or, carry out these precautions. So at this time, that's what I feel perfectly, fits the need to fight the virus. That's what we have to do. So everyone gets back to work. It's not easy to just sit at home all the time, and also it affects the economy. So everything is slowly opened up. So the importance of these stickers is really important at this time, especially when people are, being a little more careless, I would say. And there's also small size, which comes in 6 by 6 inches. So it just got all the necessary precautions. And also these are in like really affordable prices. And I've put them online, so it's more available throughout India. That's why you must have seen that, I use primestick.org more frequently. Because, it gives you a platform where you have to actually buy this. And I personally do not like selling it a lot in local stores, because again, I do not want people to just crowd up while buying. So online is where I would like to sell. And there are a lot of designs that we have, like for example this one, take COVID-19 precautions, or even for businesses like this one, no handshake. So these are the medium sizes I'm showing you right now. And that's what.
So these are stickers. They're actually like you can stick it up, or they're like posters.
These are stickers. They are more like sticker cards. So you can see it's like a very,
Okay.
flexible paper, and it's a bit thick in nature. So it's more like a card that you just have to peel off and just stick it.
Very nice. Really proud of both of you, huh?
Thank you.
So tell us how COVID has affected you both as entrepreneurs. Asta?
I'm a very, very young brand. I launched in January early this year. So we've had a couple of months, luckily, on our hands where we were on the fields, and it was great, making it an experience for people. But obviously now we're all locked down, and smell is something which is so personal. People have to feel it, they have to smell it, and that's how we sell it. So we need those intimate gatherings, definitely. That's made a huge impact on our sales, and even, the psychology behind apprehension during business at this time, even if it's in your country or elsewhere, is very, I don't know, the sentiment is very, very, apprehensive is what I mean. And you can't really fight that, because obviously, this is something you cannot force onto anyone, or you, no matter how much you pursue, you know, there's obviously like a very great boundary. But it's not too bad because it's given us a chance to regroup. Suddenly, after 2 months of being out, we've suddenly got a creation time. We're like, okay, we can kind of, you know, work on our back end and our operations and get better for the public for when we can go out. And digitally, I think it's taken a whole different leap. I mean, I'm sure you're on Instagram as well, and you notice like every second thing is a brand promotion or like an advertisement, or people are doing everything. I mean, people are so creative right now. So I feel it's a good time to gain that kind of recognition and reach the audience that you can't reach remotely when you're in a place. Definitely, we've got a lot of different countries approaching us and appreciating the products, and in fact having faith in it that they straight up go and buy when I'm sitting in India and I don't receive as much faith from the buyers, because obviously, you know, there's again like you are careful about what you purchase. So it's not too bad, but I would say 50-50.
Ritika?
Yeah, so I have started like just about a month ago, and my entire mission of my brand is to basically serve the needs and, you know, the necessary items that we have. So I personally do not feel that COVID has affected my business too much, since I've just started, in fact, during this time. And in fact, this is like just for COVID, like fighting COVID. So we're always there, and, you know, we're always there for every need that's gonna occur.
Yeah, that's the need of the hour, basically.
Exactly. So these are essentials in a way.
And yeah, very true. And I think with the perfume, I think that is also that's always the need of the hour for women.
Always, I mean, you know, more than perfumes, I would say people should really indulge into oils and essential products which aren't created through a lot of chemicals. They're good for your skin. They're instant mood boosters because, you know, you decide your energy around you and you decide a certain kind of mind state you want to be in. And as much as people would say it's a physical product, it is a lot of psychological and physiological benefits to each of these blend that we kind of have. So I give this little discovery card. It's for healing properties. So say if you have a rose, lemon, and mint, you'll get this little card which tells you what contents it has, of course, and the properties of citrus oil and rose oil, and whether it makes you more calmer while anxiety or stress, or whether it's a mood booster. So in fact, COVID time, because work from home was such a big part of it, a lot of people indulge in soy wax candles. So they're like pure soy. When they burn, you can dip your finger and put a little bit of oil in your hand or at the back of your neck, and it really calms you down, whatever properties that particular oil has. So people have used a lot of lemon, a lot of rose, a lot of jasmine. Tamarind bergamot has been quite the need of the hour. It's a very active smell. So yeah, I think that's what is important. Like she said, like it's the need of the hour to heal, you know, and to kind of provide what's needed, unless, I mean, except for the rest.
Excellent. It's wonderful, both whatever you both just said. So tell us more about how much do you support women empowerment? Quickly, 2 minutes. Asta?
I mean, obviously, like 120, 100, like 260,000, I don't know, obviously. I support women empowerment. I think it's very important to recognize and acknowledge the hard work and labor that goes into it, existing in the society, as well as obviously fighting your battles and getting to a workspace where you're equally treated, equally paid, equally valued. A lot of projects are a bit hardcore, and I've obviously, like, I mean, I interned for this film back last year, I think, and I was styling for the film, and we were on set 20 hours a day, and people were like, it's okay, like this doesn't happen, you know, girls are not used to this and all. And it's not a snarky comment you can make. It's, you know, something that is obviously deeper, because people, they've been surrounded by so many people who believe in things like this, or who just say it casually. So I think we're recognizing that we are equal, especially in India now, very, very heavily. And at the same time, I think men empowerment is very important, and that's not something that we talk about, but we must, because our country has spent a lot of time in regaining like women equality and, you know, women leadership, that men have taken the easy way and the snipe back, where they're all laid back. So I think that's important. And there's a lot of mental healing that is needed for equal genders in terms of psychology. I feel like a lot of things get discarded, or like this, they don't really speak about it, obviously, but I think it's super important, both gender empowerment.
Yeah. Over to you, Pratika.
So I personally feel that women need to be rebellious. They need to be aggressive towards their goals. Like once you've decided that you have to do this, just be determined, work hard, and you're gonna achieve it. So I think everybody has a talent. You know, every person has something to give to the whole world. Like as she said, not just women. So it's empowerment of everybody. But women in general, they play roles of, you know, housewives and mothers still. Like in our country, a lot of men are more working. So I feel women also can do a lot of things, whether it's just from home, you know, a lot of them even from their kitchens. And they have a lot of knowledge, like, you know, all these, you know, in Hindi, if we say these nuskas and everything. So they have these things which actually are present in a lot of products and can, you know, provide natural healing. So this is just an example, in my opinion. And I have a small bias that I feel that women are more balanced and more calm when it's about dealing with situations. So you can see this recent example that all the countries where men are the leaders, they are badly affected by COVID. And the countries which are, you know, governed by women have a lot less, you know, coronavirus in their country, like New Zealand, for example, you know, or Germany, which is healing as well. So there's the power of womanhood that actually comes in, whether it's politics or, you know, especially in leadership. So that's why I feel women are more calm while making decisions. And definitely men empowerment is also important, but, and that's all.
I must say, you both are really strong women in making, and wish you
I
both.
think every girl now, I mean, like, we're blessed if we are, right? And every second one knows out there, like, you know, what they have to say and what they have to do, and that's empowerment. We're lucky to be born in a era where we can afford the luxury of education and, you know, exposure, so we know the value.
Excellent. So, Pratika, tell me more about your future plans.
So I would say that I'm just 19 at the moment, and I'm in second year of college, and business is where my interest lies. You know, like film business or Prime Stick right now. So these are my future plans, that I just want to do business and follow my heart and creativity. That's why this platform like Prime Stick really helps me to actually bring out the products that I like and which are creative in nature, and, you know, giving them to the world. So I have this whole panel of, you know, so I would say that during my teen years, like 2 3 years ago, I was more into, you know, Miss Teen Indias and other organizations. So I have this whole team of pageantry and, you know, Miss Indias who are my sisters, like sisterhood, you said, womenhood. So women who support each other to actually achieve their goals. So they are really inspiring to me.
Excellent. Asta?
Yeah, I think that's something, I mean, it kind of took me back to when I was at a convent, and like sisterhood comes there. And I've always, I mean, I was brought up in a convent for 10 15 years of my life. And I think it kind of branched out from there. And future plans, if you say, I mean, I do want to kind of indulge in the whole smell therapy aspect of Essence, and understand how much or how varied we can be with the audience, for sure. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I usually take it one day at a time, but I definitely want to kind of bring NASO to as many noses as possible, because I want to test as many noses there are as possible. And yeah, see how people react to this.
Excellent. So, what is the success mantra? Or I would say, who's the backbone behind this? Asta?
Why do you have to ask me this first? I don't know my success mantra. I just have to, these days, I think it keeps changing from time to time, but currently it's taking it easy because that's something that I think the situation, COVID has taught us. We have to take it easy and we don't have to get too overwhelmed by work or any other thing in our lives. I feel everything needs to be in a balanced way possible. So taking it easy would be it. Taking it easy and working hard.
Ritika, how about you?
For me, there are these 4 words that I really follow. Number one being dream. You need to dream, you need to believe in something, which is the second word, believe. And then you need to work hard, which is the third word. And you need to be determined. That's the fourth word. So I just follow these 4 things whenever it's about something. And that's what I feel that's needed to achieve success by anybody in the world. I think it's quite universal. Dream, believe, be determined, and work hard.
That's wonderful. What is the special offering you have for our foundation members? Asta?
Special offering in terms of my product?
Yes. You
I
would
mean,
like to offer a discount, or you would like to take somebody as a model for your perfume, anything?
I would definitely want to design a scent with, either it's you or it's someone that you'd like who's creative enough. I mean, even Pritika, if she wants to, we definitely want to design a few scents and could be exclusive to, your foundation and your associations. So that's always open. But there are a few exciting codes and giveaways that we offer. So I'm going to give you the details of that.
Cool. How about you, Pritika?
So firstly, thank you, Asta. Thank you for the offering. And coming back to the question, so I really like the organization Ra by Rashi. It's really needed at this time, is what I feel. Like, whatever you're doing, it's really good, and I'm completely in support of it. In every initiative, every event, you have my support. I'm definitely going to be there. And what offering I have is that, these products, they are available at a huge discount that I would like to give, because these are essentials that are just needed, all these things that are just there. So I'll do the best I can. Just let me know whenever you need me. And
great. Anything else you both like to share about your products with us, the foundation, and the world? Anything specific that we missed on to? Asta?
I would just like to put forward these meditative candles that we're working with currently. And I would want, obviously, the organization, you've always kind of got your hand to play with whatever we have offering at NASO. So, I just would like to introduce that product if there are meditating ladies who meditate, who believe in healing, who practice various kinds of, chants and mantras, and they believe in something and they just have that sense of self, I guess. I want them to definitely indulge in these and go for the code, get them, use them, smell them, illuminate your houses with them, and see a difference. See if there is a change in the vibration.
So that was wonderful and very exciting and very enterprising.
I'm going to take you up on this because I really feel like, people should use these things in making their home their haven now more than ever.
We are definitely going to promote it in our foundation because I feel there are women out there who are, I think now we are more than 2,000 members from all over the world, and people would like to definitely try
especially for home moms, because there's a lot of stress that goes in the house making, just running it. So, I think lighting it up, and I always light candles for my mom, and I see the instant change in mood and the atmosphere, and it's a nice, interesting thing to play with.
Excellent. So what I picked from you both today is that if your dreams don't scare you, then they are small. So it's beautiful and it's lovely to know you both, and Ra by Rashi Foundation is grateful that you both came on the show and spoke about your life. It's very exciting, and I'm sure a lot of people will be very, exciting to know about this, and will be actually happy. So see you both. Thanks a lot for coming over. And
Thank you for inviting.
Thank you for having us. This
Sure.
was a lot of fun.